Hey guys, welcome to my channel. It's Fire Moon here with today's oracle message for August 5th. Seeing what's going on in the energy surrounding the collective. As always, you guys know it's the general reading, so just take what resonates and leave the rest. And let's see what messages need to come through today for the collective. Everyone is doing well, staying positive, and let's see what needs to come through. So bottom of the deck energy starting for this morning, we have don't dim to fit in. And this card has been coming up a lot. Basically, you know, saying that, you know, or the question on this card says, how are you dimming your light in order to fit in? So this is like, in a way, I feel like someone is like, especially with warrior woman up under that, it says, have you answered your deepest calling? It's like, I feel like somebody is, you know, seeing the truth and clarity of a situation, but they're kind of, you know, like hiding behind what they know to be true. And in doing that, you know, it's I almost feel like it's an energy of, you know, like dousing your own fire. So some of you may still be in that energy. Let's see what comes out. What messages do we need for today for the collective? This card keeps coming out. So, with the bottom of the deck being share your voice, come out of the cave, persecution and expression, you know, that's making me feel like, I said we seen that warrior woman who was holding the sword. So, I'm honestly feeling like there may be some, you know, some type of communication that either you may be need to give, or that, you know, if it's vice versa, someone may be wanting to give, or, you know, need to share their communications with you. With the share your voice card. And it's like, I almost feel like, I don't know if some of you are, you know, speakers, or, you know, do some type of work, maybe even in communication. But I just heard like projection, like it's time to like project your voice with leap up under share your voice. I'm not sure exactly what that is, but that's just what I feel intuitively. But what came out was initiation, the sisterhood of the rose, And then inner temple with priestess. Some of you, you know, like, may even, I feel like maybe getting some communication in regards to, you know, taking on this priestess energy, which says, how are you being called to step up and lead? Some of you may be being looked at as this energy, and it's because of your vibration and frequency and the devotion that you have that is, you know, and whatever it is that you do has you in this, you know, high priestess or priest energy. But we're gonna clarify. I'm gonna clarify all of these because they keep coming out. So there's something else that needs to, you know, I feel like there's an underlying message. So tell me about initiation. Because some of you, you know, like I said, yesterday we had the awakening happening. And it's like now what you need to do is, you know, go ahead and step into this portal. Yep. And we have, what does it say? Pillar of light. Your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. So, Sisterhood of the Rose. Why is Sisterhood of the Rose here? There's too many. Sisterhood of the Rose. So with Sisterhood of the Rose, we have play. Have fun, celebrate, and don't be so serious. So for some of you, let me get one more before I say it. Give me one more. For Sisterhood of the Rose. Give me one more. Sisterhood of the Rose. I guess what I was gonna say was right because I just thought yes. But for some of you, like, I feel like this very playful, childlike, fun energy. In which, you know, it's almost like playing with yourself. Like, if, you know, this is pertaining to you, you know, and there's no people, you know, other people involved. Like learning how to play with the different aspects of, you know, your gifts, who you are, learning how to, you know, be free. Like I feel like some type of expression. And like, I almost feel like, you know, like, especially with Dance with Life, it's like do something, it says do something to change your energy. So what I'm feeling is like some of you, you know, your way of expressing, you know, could be through dance. Some of it can be, you know, through actually speaking and expressing yourself. But what I'm feeling is like, you know, have fun with it, make it fun, or you're needing to align with people that you can have this type of fun with. And that's what's happening through this awakening. because the Sisterhood of the Rose is like a group energy. It's aligning with other people that are of your same vibration. So it's like, have fun. Like, you'll have the freedom to express yourself and enjoy it at the same time. And for some of you, like, if this, depending on where you're at in your timeline, if this hasn't happened for you, this is why this awakening has happened. So it's like you can almost be like, have freedom of expression in all forms is what I'm feeling. And then tell me about Inner Temple and the Priestess. It's like, because you've taken a time out to elevate your energy. So it's like, in a way, like, it's only right for you to start attracting that energy as well, if that makes sense. And aligning with that and just like enjoying yourself. Inner Temple and Priestess. And for some of you, this is what you need to do. You need to, take a time out. Get right within yourself. As I say, that bottom of the deck is get grounded. Thank you, Spirit. Because, and what you're doing is, you're breaking the chains. Like I said, it's an energy of setting yourself free. And like, depending on where you are, this is what will set, break those chains, or the feelings of being stuck or restricted and all of that. But for some of you, this is what you've already done. And we got boundaries and the crumbling. And it's like, through this awakening, you're going to learn boundaries. You're going to learn how to enforce your boundaries. But also, for some of you, if you've done this or you've went through this already, you have your boundaries in place. And it's like, we've seen like that Wonder Woman energy always gives me that Queen of Swords vibes. So you're still warm and welcoming, but you're just more aware, more in tune with what you will and will not accept and all of that. And for, some of you who have yet to step into this energy, it's like with the crumbling, which is like the tower energy, it says, what are you clinging to? So some of you are still, holding back. And by you, holding back or holding on to something, whether it's a person, place, thing, circumstance, situation, it's almost like this crumbling, which I see as like the tower, is either, is the breakdown of whatever energy that you're holding on to, so that you can like start fresh. It still needs to come down. And for some of you, if you, like I said, if you've already went through this energy, tell me about the crumbling, because it's like you've let go of things that, were outside of your control. Certain things you just letting it be what it is. And, that was, what was needed to, I almost feel like a weight being lifted. To break you out of whatever you may have been in that wasn't, towers only like tear up foundations that were not strong enough. So tell me about the crumbling. What's the crumbling? Because that energy is coming through very strong. What is the crumbling? So what came out was soul family. And what I feel like, especially with the crumbling, it's almost like, because it is almost like a mirroring energy. And For some of you, it's almost like the breaking down and building up of parts of yourself you have yet to accept. And it's like you're gonna have to, especially with this star mother, you're gonna have to nurture, yourself through this process. You're gonna have to, like, parent yourself in a way. Yep. Because then we have Lemuria creating heaven on earth. It's happening. Yeah, so it's trying to get you to a place where you can, by stepping into the full acceptance of the process of what you're going through, you can create, or it's so that you can create, your heaven on earth, like make your dreams a reality, make it, real, something physical. But it starts in the spiritual. And then the reading we have, the don't dim to fit in. It's so that you can shine your light. So what's the guidance or advice? What's the guidance or advice? Guidance or advice for the collective. One for the guidance or advice. Yeah, it says take a break. A life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. And then at the bottom we have Council of Light, divine orchestration. So some of you guys are, of course, needing to, take a time out, whether it's mentally or physically. Yeah, it's like that need to, just take a break to almost just relax and like allow yourself to like integrate this process. Especially with the crumbling here. Which, let's see. I'm gonna read that. Find the page. Alright, so it says, the crumbling. What are you clinging on to? There is a shift happening right now where anything inauthentic can no longer survive. Relationships, jobs, social structures, anything built on shaky ground is destined to tumble down. It's happening to bring you back home to who you truly are, both individually and to society as a whole, so you can live a life that is in alignment with who you truly are. When you're in the thick of it, it can feel like a personal attack from the universe. Have faith, because the difficult times will be your defining moments. You will be reborn in the fire. You're being called to surrender, to stop trying to hold it all together, to loosen your grip, to let the crumbling occur. It may be difficult at first, but in the end, the sooner you let go, the sooner the rebirthing will occur. What are you trying to hold together? What are you doing your best to avoid? How are you trying to pretend everything is okay? You have what it takes to allow what is falling away to crumble and fall. Once the tower has crumbled, you will be able to rebuild your home on solid ground with mighty foundations and a view that is so magnificent that it will take your breath away with each new morn. Kali, the goddess of destruction, and the Black Madonna are with you now. Lay it on their altar. They can hold it all. And then it says, what are you clinging to for fear of nothing coming to take its place? So that's why that, don't dim to fit in energy was there. But I also feel like, especially with this take a break, it's like, just like the card says, surrender to this process and allow this awakening and integration of this energy within you to like take its course. Whatever you're holding on to, a person, a relationship, a job, a mindset, whatever it is, it's like what are they're giving me that quote. Like it hurts more to hold on than it is to let go. Or however that quote goes. But that's the energy that's coming through for today, the crumbling. What are you clinging on to? Because yesterday we seen the awakening, so it's like once you stepped into that awakening energy and you're starting the process of that awakening, you have to sit and decipher what needs to stay and what has to go. And I feel like that's where the collective is at right now. So that is the oracle message for today. I thank you all for tuning in with me. And as always and every day, sending love and light out to you all. And I will see you on the next one. All right? Later.